Good evening. Kind of. Good evening. How you doing? I'm streaming a little bit earlier tonight because I'm going to be busy a little later tonight when I would normally be streaming. At least for like my average like time frame of streaming. I know I'm not doing it a lot lately, but I was also just thinking about this game and I'm like, I wanna keep going. I'm enjoying it. Once you enter the city, that'll be my cue to start hacking from the Merkaba. Do me a favor while you're in there and cause as much chaos as you can, okay? Stirring up some confusion IRL will make it a whole lot easier to find an opening on the net. We'll hold up on our end of the bargain if you do. Just so we're clear, Jonah, I hope you aren't planning on pulling another all-nighter today. So what if I am? I mean, sure, I don't have much work left, but come on, I'm a night owl. Besides, staying up till dawn gives you way more adrenaline than 8 hours of crappy sleep. Oh, I kind of miss those days where that was true. It's true when you're young. Listen, Jonah, tomorrow's gonna be a long day. There's no way you'll last if you're awake all night. As far as I can tell, you're almost done here, so march your hacker butt to bed and get to sleep ASAP. You know what's good for you. Alright, I get it. Find a good place to stop and wrap things up, okay? Just cool it with the cop routine already. The preparations are nearly complete. What are you up to, Tio? I am performing a final systems check on the Merkaba before the operation tomorrow. There would be no time for me to do it then, since I will be disembarking with you. Once we gain access to the communication mainframe, I will have to leave the rest of the hacking to Jonah and Fran. I see, that sounds like a lot of extra work. Not to worry, I will be done before long. As our leader, you should be saving your energy instead of fretting over the minutiae. Hardly, it's still my responsibility to make sure we're fully prepared for tomorrow. Still, I get what you're trying to say, I'll just leave you to it. Just make sure you take your own advice and get some rest when you're done. I will, so long as you remember to do the same. I am mildly spoiled. This is the section of the game where you get the special bonding events if you're maxed out with people, which I'm not maxed out with Ellie and Tio. Unfortunately. I'm sure there was a way to like max out with everybody in a single playthrough. I'm assuming I can only do like one person. I'm gonna have to like reload and save if I want to see them all. What are you doing out here, Risha? Oh, Lloyd. I just finished preparing for tomorrow, so I came out here to clear my mind a little. Tomorrow's the day. We'll finally be infiltrating our way back into Crossbow City. It's only a short while ago that I left, and yet somehow I feel as if I've been missing it for ages. I know what you mean. The Ions have refocused their attention on defending the city now that the barrier is down. But even so, it's hard not to wonder how everybody at Arkansas is holding up. Imagine they're still practicing even now. The show must go on, after all, no matter the circumstances. The troupe is always perfecting its craft and looking forward, not behind. That's the way Ilya always did things. The spirit of Arkansas itself. Guess I can't argue with that. If you don't mind my asking, what comes next for you after we liberate Crossbow City? I intend to see Ilya again and continue my time on the stage dancing with Arkansas. But although that desire does burn within me, I have no idea how to carry it out. I don't even know what I'm gonna say to Ilya and Celia the next time I see them. The words escape me. I get where you're coming from, but for what it's worth, I have no doubt that Ilya and everyone at Arkansas will always accept you. My advice would be to not think too hard about it. Be yourself, Risha, and I'm sure everything will turn out alright. Myself? Does she even know what that means? Does she know herself? Because she has to play the part of Yin. And it's like a family line thing. Lloyd? Not too much trouble. Could I ask you to make some time for me later? Huh? I think I've been a little on edge lately. I'd appreciate the opportunity to chat a little more before tomorrow's operation. Just for a short while. Can I ask you to come back here and keep me company again when you're done making preparations? I am assuming I can only do one at a time. I'll have to save and load. And I'm gonna, because I made effort to max it with most people. I want to see them. You think it'll help, then yeah, I can do that. I appreciate it. I'm gonna stay here for a while and enjoy the breeze. There's no rush. Take as much time as you need to prepare for tomorrow. Head to the deck once I'm done making my final preparations in the nap room. I'm gonna do a separate save. Tomorrow we carry out our operation upon disembarking. I intend to enter the city as a reconnaissance unit. Though my point of landing will differ from yours, know that I will hasten to your side should you require it. Thanks, Sight. We appreciate the backup. It reminds me, the wolves in the mountains will be helping out too, right? Yes, I instructed them to lend their aid to the resistance force from the CJF. They should prove a worthy opposition for the Red Constellation, provided they use the terrain to their advantage. I think Second Lieutenant Mariel and the others will be more than happy to have the support. Yes, however, that is as much assistance as I can provide. The task of rescuing Kia ultimately rests on your shoulders. As I am sure you know, there are still many trials and tribulations standing between you and her. I know, but it doesn't matter. Nothing is going to stop me from reaching Kia no matter what. Just you wait and see, Zeit. So I shall. Show me what you are capable of. One thing I did read is that the boss fight, was it last night or the night before? With Ariane Rod. She's the hardest boss in the game apparently. Although I did read there's like a super boss. Maybe that's the hardest boss in the game, but that's like second playthrough only on Nightmare. Which I probably won't do, so. But knowing that I've basically I have a team set up that can just beat any fight, it's comforting. So, you guys are really gonna try to liberate Crossbell City. You're putting your lives on the line to fight the new regime. If this fails, the narrative is gonna be that the president was right all along. I hope you realize that. History is written by the victors, remember? Looking back, we're told the ends justified the means, just like in Calvar's bloody revolution. I know. Everything comes down to tomorrow, we know that better than anyone. My bad, I'm not trying to put even more pressure on you. It's just, as a journalist, I have a responsibility to see how Crossbell's fate plays out and relay it to the people. But beyond that, I'm still my own person, and I'm rooting for you from the bottom of my heart. The SSS is Guy's legacy, after all. You're the living embodiment of everything he ever fought for. Grace, I don't know what to say. You can promise to give it all you got tomorrow for a start. Do it for Kia's sake, too. Right, we will. Tomorrow's the day we liberate Crossbell City. Finally get a chance to speak to Belle and Uncle Dieter, ask why they did this, or maybe even talk them out of it. Then again, if they still refuse... Lee, I can't imagine what you're going through. Sorry, Lloyd, I know this isn't the time to be dwelling. We have a debt to repay to everyone who has helped us despite the risks. Above all, this is a fight we have to win if we're going to take back Kia. We're all in this together, Ellie. Tomorrow will be our day to seize. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Lloyd. That makes me feel a lot better. An arduous day lies ahead of you, Lloyd. That you and your young friends should be made to bear the burden of Crossbell's future, well, there's simply no excusing it. One of our state's two highest-ranking representatives, I can only hang my head in shame. You have nothing to be sorry for, Speaker McDowell. If it weren't for your willingness to make the declaration of invalidity, we would have never gotten this far. You've played your part admirably, but from here on, this is our fight. This is something we have to do. Thank you. Though I hope you can at least accept my apology. Still, if that is how you feel, then I have faith you will succeed in liberating the city. In the meantime, I must plan for what comes after. It is my hope that the harried citizens of Crossbell will be able to return to their peaceful lives as soon as possible. We hope so, too. Wazzy, Abyss, two of you drinking? Why not? We're both finished with the little bit of prep we had to do. Care to join us? Honestly, are you gonna be alright? The operation is tomorrow, you know. Can't help but notice the several empty glasses you've already racked up. You need not worry. These are Ventus's special virgin cocktails made to order. Rest assured they will not interfere with our faculties come tomorrow's operation. If you say so. I can at least take your word for it, Abbess. Would it kill you to have a little faith in me when I drink on my own, too? On a more serious note, there's something I should have told you all earlier. We've been given approval by His Holiness the Pope to participate in tomorrow's mission. Wow, straight from the top, huh? Generally, the Merkaba is a church secret. Our policy is to avoid using it during large-scale operations. However, given the state of chaos across the continent, some exposure is no longer avoidable. That makes sense. Either way, I'm grateful for the church's verdict. Tomorrow's a big day, Wazzy. I hope you're just as ready as the rest of us. Oh, I am, my good leader. Believe me. You have the full support of the Merkaba's crew as well, Bannings. Right, there's one more thing I should probably tell you about. Wazzy, need I remind you that matter is still supposed to be classified at this point? Oh, is it now? Then I guess I'll just have to make sure it stays between us, won't I? Very well, then. The choice of whether or not to apprise him ultimately lies with you. I'm not sure I follow. Oh, but you'll want to. It has much to do with you, after all. All of you, in fact. Piqued your interest yet? If so, I can meet you on the deck later and lay a few things bare. Can I override somebody else? Am I overriding an invitation, or is he going to be like, sorry, I've already accepted Rishia's? I mean, let's just find out. Fine, I think I get it. I'll see you on the deck later, then. Just you and me. A word of advice, Wazzy. Take care to not say anything more than necessary. I know, Abbess, I know. Still have a drink to finish here, so I'll head up when I'm done. Don't wait up for me. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I mean, that's what I expected. I know it's still too early to get ahead of ourselves, but this is quite an impressive group of allies we've assembled here. We have not only the police and church working together, but also the CGF resistance, Hayway, a Divine Wolf, even the famed assassin Yin. With a team like this, I don't think there's anything we can't accomplish. Hoot sweet. Does Rishia say anything different? Oh, I can just, like, go back and forth. Okay. I mean, I'll see everyone's crew saves. What's up, Lloyd? Hey, Randy, you guys doing some maintenance on your weapons? Yep, tomorrow's operation's gonna be the turning point in all this, you know? Once the moment arrives, it'll be Berserker's time to shine. I gotta make sure he's ready for it. Come to think of it, we've been so busy lately that I haven't had the time to do any tuning up myself. Maybe I should work on my Tonfas tonight while I have the chance. See, now you're thinking. Luckily, your Tonfas don't have small bits that need tweaking the way a rifle does. You'd probably be good just throwing on some polish and giving them a good rub down. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I have to say, though, you're being a lot more thorough with this than I would have expected. From the looks of it, you haven't missed a single day of upkeep on your rifle or your stun halberd. Of course, man, weapon maintenance is combat 101. Taking care of a rifle is like taking care of a lady. You gotta be gentle and focus on the right parts. If you don't, you'll find yourself in a world of hurt, no matter what kind of battlefield you're on. Sorry, I hope I didn't accidentally drag up any unpleasant memories. What do you have to apologize for? But you're not wrong. Maybe it's finally time I told you. Huh? Hey, if you got some time later, mind meeting me up on the deck? Won't take long, just want to tell you a little story. I have to decline for now. Good evening, Lloyd. Hey, come join us. Hi, Noelle, Fran. You two seem surprisingly calm, considering tomorrow's agenda. Oh, do we? Actually, I was in the middle of triple-checking my weapons until Fran came in. Don't sound so annoyed, Noe. Came down here to give you some emotional support. Besides, I'm already done with all my preparations for tonight. Dependable as always. But operational support is what we're gonna need need more than ever tomorrow, so make sure you get your rest tonight, okay, Fran? Oh, don't worry, I will. In fact, that's the real reason I came down here. Nothing recharges my batteries like spending some quality time with Noe. I'd say you're exaggerating, but knowing you, you're definitely not. You can stay, but at least let me get some work done, Fran. That reminds me, Lloyd, I think I'll try to get in contact with the commander again tonight. We should reconfirm our strategy with her one last time ahead of tomorrow's operation. Sounds like a good idea. Just don't forget, you're going to be infiltrating the city with us, Noelle. You should get a good night's sleep once you're done preparing, too. Yes, sir. No, you're not just going to let the conversation end like that, are you? This is your big chance. Don't let him get away now. A chance for what? Knock it off, Fran. Is everything okay, Noelle? Your face is starting to turn as red as your hair. No, it's just... Go for it, Noe. Would you be free to meet me up on the deck? It can wait until later if you want. It's not a big deal or anything, but there's something I really want to ask you, Lloyd. In private. Oh, alright. No need to feel bad about it, though. Really, it's no big deal. So much for that. Lloyd, if you change your mind, come back and let Noe know, okay? Sure, I'll think about it. 3 ions are going to be our greatest challenge during tomorrow's operation. Whether or not we can keep them busy will make or break your infiltration into the city. Going to take the combined efforts of every one of our allies to pull this off. Oh, I'm so close to being able to get an EP Cut 3. Hold on, there was something... Oh, it's an action 3 for Ellie. That's what I wanted. Oh, no, I thought it'd be 1,000, not 1,500. Boy. So, I go to the nap room first? That's right, Wazzy had something he wanted to tell me in private. What should I do? Should I keep preparing for tomorrow, or...? Well, bring an end to your free time and advance the story. End free time. I don't know how easily I can just... I might have to fully close the game in order to see them all. You really came. How could I not? The way you led me into this, I couldn't help but be curious. You say that as if I forced you. Don't deny that you're here out of the goodness of your heart. I do love that about you, and that's the honest truth. Alright, enough of that. You wanted to speak to me about Kia, I'm guessing. Tell me what you know. As you wish. The stars are in front of the moon. And I can't unsee it. Normally, divulging any part of our agenda to outsiders would be forbidden. As far as the Septarian of Zero is concerned, the Church is going to take a hands-off approach. And that applies no matter how the situation closes up tomorrow. But seriously? Since the snakes have largely retreated and the original Septarion is long gone, the Church has no just cause to interfere overtly. On the bright side, that means they have no jurisdiction as far as taking custody of Kia goes either. I guess that's one comfort. Thanks for telling me. Wait a minute, Wazzy. Where does that leave you? Can you still cooperate with us? The Fool and 7th Anguis aside, we have yet to confirm that the 6th Anguis has withdrawn. There are also those ions to consider. The technology they gave to the Croix family is still a significant threat. Until that's mitigated, I'll be allowed some degree of freedom to meddle around in things on the sly. That's one way to spin it. The more I hear, the more it feels like there's a bigger picture to all of this. Battle that's way out of my depth. The world you live in is shaped more by unseen influences than you know. As for me, I intend to end my 2-year undercover gig in Crossbell with a bang, not a whimper. You know, Wazzy, sometimes I forget that you're only 17. That would mean you were just 15 when you were assigned this mission. Title of Dominion is a pretty big deal, right? How did you become one at such a young age? Dominions aren't born out of years of hard work and grubbing for promotions. Only those who are branded become Dominions. Being branded is preordained. Putting it like that, it sounds positively paranormal, and more than a little sketchy. Some priest you are. About this brand, though, is it that thing I've seen you use in battle? Mm-hmm. It's referred to as a stigma. It's a seal engraved on one's very soul, source of power both great and detestable. It was 7 years ago that it first manifested on me. 7 years? Before you go jumping to conclusions, it had nothing to do with the D therefore G cult. But I'd have to tell the full story to do it justice. That's fine, I'd like to hear it if you don't mind. Come to think of it, I don't know much of anything about your life before Crossbell. It's a little odd given all the stuff I've learned about you as a person, traits, quirks, and all. Alright, I don't mind sharing. I don't think we've ever gotten, like, big backstory, even though, like, Kevin is the protagonist of Sky the Third. You don't have, like, a huge amount of backstory for, like, how branding and stuff works. I was born in a remote region of Zemuria. The village I grew up in was isolated from the world. Contact with the outside was prohibited. Since ancient times, our village had worshipped its own deity, separate from Adios. At a young age, I was burdened with the role of a medium, one who could supposedly hear the voice of this god. I mean burdened. I'd been shackled with that duty against my will for as long as I could remember. The god was nothing more than some ancient relic they dug up somewhere. You can imagine how ridiculous I found it all. All I wanted was to be free from the meaningless fate I was bestowed. Then one day, a bizarre phenomenon began to shake our hidden little village. One after another, the villagers started to slip into comas. They realized their so-called god had forsaken them. The relic had gone berserk, absorbing their vital force through the septian veins beneath us. I implored the village elders to seal the damned thing away once and for all. They refused, opting instead to appease its rage with a sacrifice. In retrospect, my idea wasn't much better. Sealing away such a dreadful power was beyond our means. That was when they came. Knights from the church appeared in our village. When we made contact, they told me that the village's god was, in fact, an ancient artifact. That was all I needed to hear. Knowing I wasn't some sort of omnipotent deity, I decided to take drastic measures. I took their god, a blue stone tablet, into my own hands and tried to drop it off a cliff. I wanted nothing more than to end the village's wretched curse, and liberate my heart from the shackles that bound it. The god was resilient. It fiercely resisted and tried to sap me of my vitality. Just when I realized the knights couldn't save me in time and that my life force was about to run dry, it happened. The brand manifested on my chest. Which also matches the symbol of the ancient artifact. My stigma awoke, and in doing so, stole the power of their god for itself. Oh, maybe that's why. In moments, it became nothing more than an old slab of stone, crumbling to pieces in my hands. And so I was exiled from the village. That was how I obtained the freedom I yearned for. After all, I was the heretic who killed the god they worshipped so dearly. So that's what happened. More of a wild ride than you expected, wasn't it? I imagine it sounds like a twisted fairy tale to a city boy like yourself. No, seeing your power firsthand is all the proof I need to believe you. I mean, this is no less fantastical than befriending a holy beast of legend. We've already checked that box. I guess I can't argue with that. Anyway, after things settled down, the church's knights invited me to the holy city of Arteria. As a vessel for one of the 12 stigmas, I was immediately greeted as a dominion. Then Abbess was assigned to me. We've been together ever since. Well, that explains that. If you don't mind my asking, have you ever returned to your village? Surely you must have missed your family. I think you already know the answer. Brought that village to its knees. The keystone that held them together was destroyed by my hand. What mattered most to me was my freedom. Being the village's curse was a means to an end. I didn't truly care what came after. So my punishment is apt. Even my own flesh and blood despises me. From what I heard, the church did return to the village to clean up the mess that was left behind. Some are still there today. Eventually, the scourge wrought by the god they worshipped will fade into the past. Honestly, I wouldn't mind returning someday. Once enough time's gone by, that is. But don't look so glum. It's nothing for you to worry your pretty little head over. Why is he? You left that home behind. Does that mean you're going to leave Crossbell too? Once your mission is over? That's right, at the end of the day, I have my orders as a knight of the church. What's the matter? Are you going to be lonely without me? Of course I will. Oh? La 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 la, kiss the boy. Even though we've lost Wald for now, I'm sure we'll bring him to his senses. Testaments will still be here in Crossbell too. Though you may have had an ulterior motive, you were and still are a member of our team. Don't forget, you'll always have a place where you belong, right here with us. After all, Crossbell is your second home now, isn't it? You don't need to laugh that hard. I know it was a bit corny, but you know I meant it, right? Good grief, all this time together and you still managed to surprise me. Sure, if I ever feel homesick, I'll come running back to you. Not because I have nowhere else to go, but because Crossbell is special. A place where my fate intertwined with all of yours. Oh. Oh. So when I okay. So the combo craft I want upgraded. Huh. So I did get the achievement. I just don't know if I need to, like... I don't know how long it's going to be until I am able to take control and, like, reload. That's the main issue at the moment. If I'm upgrading the combo craft with the person I meet, I would want to do it with Fran last, because I use her combo craft with Lloyd the most with my current team. Tio's using the barrier, and Wazzy's Akashic Arm is so strong on its own. I'm gonna wait until I actually have control, so I can just reload in the game, not to like close the game, just in case. Operation commencing. Crossbow Guarding Force Resistance Unit, Mains Mountain Wolf Unit. Initiate combat. Yes, ma'am. Here they come. All units prepare to intercept. Remember, men, these are masters of close quarters combat. Have your cougars engage them and keep your distance. I do enjoy that tingling feeling you get before a fight. Shall we begin? As you wish. Maintain pressure on the Jaegers as you exterminate their beasts. Keep an eye on that sniper and tear them to shreds. Sir. Get him. Okay. Skybox a little funky there. The clouds are just disappearing into a line. Wait, hold on. There's like this section where the clouds are going in from both sides and they're just disappearing. Watch that be like some developer hint for like some grand future plan. Because like, spoilers for the end of Cold Steel 4, we basically learn that all of reality is like fake here. This is like a Truman Show kind of setup where it's like we exist within this like constructed reality and people are just, it's like we're an experiment or some, all of reality is an experiment or something. So watch that be on purpose. Just be like, oh, it's a minor glitch in the sky. Oh, it's a game developer thing. Oh, we just forgot, you know. Like skirmishes have broken out of the north and eastern entrances. Isn't that bad? What do we do if Commander Bales' unit comes and mounts an attack? We'll be fine. I heard they're going to stand down until the political side of things is resolved. Anyway, until that's all said and done, all we have to do is sit on our hands and wait. Really now, how does that view from the fence you're... How does that view look from the fence you're straddling? Wait, what? Where's that sound coming from? What the... A red ion? Good day to you. With that out of the way, I'll have to ask that you refrain from lumping my dear Potomato into those 2-bit imitations. After all, they aren't nearly as kind, or smart, or capable. Are they with us? Or against us? Out of my way, silly soldiers. I didn't come here to play with you. If you don't want to get trampled, you should step aside. See, it's coming. Huh? The blue ion! Ah, there you are. Hey, you, get back! You're way over your head. This isn't a fight you can win. Retreat to the railway bridge. Friend, don't do anything too crazy, alright? Remember, we've got your back. Potter may have been upgraded, but don't forget that the ions still have the edge. The only way we can win is by working together. Yes, I know. I won't let them defile this land any longer. It's their home after all. Let's go, Estelle. Joshua, you too, Potter. Hold on. What did she say? I won't let them defile this land any longer. It's their home after all. Okay. Interesting little tidbit about the ions. Which I suppose is like a reasonable assumption or implication that we would know already. It's a good reminder. The ions are from this land. They're like ancient guardians or something or other. Spin to win. Incredible. So the backup spiky onion priest was talking about was the Bright Gang? Yup, apparently they asked him to drop by Liberal to pick them up. More importantly, now's our chance. Right, I will deactivate the optical camouflage and bring us down by the city's south exit. Disembark from the ship's hatch. Got it. We wish you the best of luck. May Adios protect you all. Please be careful, everyone. I'll make sure to cover your heroics from above. Now I'll do what I can to back you up from the net. Don't put me in a fight. Please don't put me in a fight. I just want to... I'll probably separate save and then reload. Let me have control before there's a fight. I'm gonna have to fight the CDF, aren't I? Oh, maybe not. We're here. Ideally, we should start by finding a way to get in contact with the chief. Wait, what's with this blue mist? It's just like what we saw at the Moon Temple and Stargazer's Tower. There are no pedestrians around either. They may be taking refuge from the fighting happening just outside the city. Theo? Something wrong? I can hear something reverberating from Central Square. Must be the bell. What? Let's go see for ourselves. No, let me have control! what the? Similar to the barrier that was enveloping Crossbell City. Assumedly, they are of a similar nature on a fundamental level, which means that the bell's resonance is also the source of the mist. But why the hell would it be? What's going on? Careful, they're coming from all sides. Could it be? I knew there was going to be a fight to start with. Magic golems? Yes, they resemble the ones from Stargazer's Tower, but significantly more dangerous. We gotta bust these things up. Yeah, let's take them out. I don't really want to do this fight more than once. I wish I could open the menu and make sure... Just like double check that the achievement's there so I can reload. It probably won't take that long. Let me just see. Okay, this won't take very long. I can just double Fortuna and then time spell. And they will get walked up real quick. Okay, I mean that sucks, but my main damage is Wazzy anyway. Especially if I can just hit all three, this might kill them. He did like 15k to the other version of these guys. Aw, I was hoping that would do a lot more. Nice miss, idiot. That did more than the Akashic Arm. That's bullshit. At least it was nice and quick. Damn, what are these things doing inside the city? I don't want to believe it, but Uncle Dieter and the others might have released them. There's no way, that'd be utterly despicable. Maybe so, but it does seem like the most plausible answer. Not to say this spell doesn't have anything to do with it, too. More incoming. Ugh. Damn it. This ain't looking too hot. I need to find a way to break through. Okay, good. Chief. Detective Dudley. You finally made it. We'll talk later. Fall back to East Street. Right. Roger Wilco. Oh, Tio, you're okay. You're really okay. Going to safe too, yes? You managed to free him? Thank goodness, I can finally sleep again. Settle down, Chief. I'm glad to see things are alright with you as well. To think Tio was worried about little old me. Hundreds and hundreds of pairs are offered to Adios were all worth it. I'll send you straight to her if you keep this up. Well, it's good to see so many familiar faces again, at least. So, is everyone else finally getting tired of putting up with the President's bull? That's putting it lightly. He declared martial law and issued a lockdown on the city yesterday. It wasn't long after that the blue mist enveloped the whole place. Things have gone far enough. We need to put a stop to this. Yes, but there's zero chance of us getting an arrest warrant for him. Our only hope is arresting the President and his supporters in the act. You're right. Yeah, there's no other choice. What about the citizens? We still have their safety to consider. Thankfully, the public is abiding by the curfew set under martial law. It's obvious enough that staying indoors is a safer bet with all the fighting going on outside the city. That said, the announcement was on such short notice, a lot of people couldn't gather enough supplies or make a home in time. Heard some are taking shelter in hotels or at the Civic Center. They can't stay there forever. Yeah, I sure wouldn't. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Arresting the President and his little faction is still easier said than done. Wouldn't that call for us seizing Orcus Tower away from them? Way ahead of you. We've already started working out the details. We even have the cooperation of the bracers in the city, too. All we needed was for you kids to finally show up. Chief, we appreciate your patience. If I may ask, what exactly is your strategy? There's a large group of those magical constructs guarding the front of the tower. We're going to combine all of our manpower here with the bracers and assault their forces directly. Then, while we create an opening, a second team will drive through the entrance of the building by car. From there, they rush the tower and take control. That's the plan, anyway. That sounds a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Ballsy, for one. Do you really think it'll work? Most of the defense force that was here got relocated outside the city. Chances are they'll have only left Arios behind with a skeleton crew to defend the tower. And if you were thinking of sneaking in from the geofront, forget it. That route is as sealed as ever. With no glaring holes in their defenses, the only choice we have left is to make one ourselves. That does check out. Then in that case... We take it you haven't finalized the team that'll be storming the tower yet, right? Right, we were just in the process of... But you're not suggesting what I think you are. I am. The SSS would like to assume the duty of infiltrating Orcus Tower. Please, Key is in there, and if anyone is going to bring her back, it should be us. Damn straight, no way in hell we're leaving that up to anyone else. The operation will also require someone who can navigate the tower's security systems, like myself. On my part, I can't pass on the opportunity to confront Bell and Uncle Dieter directly. As a member of the I think I'm trying to talk too fast. As a member of the Defense Force, I helped bring this current predicament into motion, which means I have a duty to right the wrong and put an end to this. Our little ragtag group has been through its fair share of hardships. We've always come out on top. If teamwork is going to be critical to the mission, I can't think of anyone more qualified than the SSS. I'll do my part to contribute as well. You're serious about this? Huh, should have seen this coming. Hard to believe you're the same rookies I had fumbling throughout the town less than a year ago. Chief, you want it, you got it. The SSS is responsible for storming the tower. Even with that settled, the plan isn't exactly ready to go. So sit tight, we've still got work to do. You do? We're in the process of hacking into Orcus Tower as we speak. It should only take another hour at most before we have access. Huh. Really? Yeah, if we hack in, it'll be easier to provide support to the infiltration team. We should also be able to stop them from jamming our comms. Exactly, not to mention we'll need an avenue through which we can contact the guild and our other allies again. In any case, now that we know who our strike force is, we should take this time to tailor the plan accordingly. There's gonna be another fight, isn't there? I was really hoping I would at least gain control to open a fucking menu sooner than this. Really, Dudley? You want to be on the infiltration team? Yes, I'm familiar with the building's layout after having worked security for the trade conference. Maybe we can accompany you into the city if you would like. More importantly, under no circumstance will I leave the arrest of the president in the hands of the SSS. Oh, come on. What happened to trusting us? I already expected this. Don't mind them. We appreciate the help. Right, but about the car we're going to use for the plan, does it have to be in the special support sections? There's no other way. It's the only model we have right now with the durability and horsepower to bust down the door. It'll also help us waste no time cutting through the city. I guess so. Right now, it's just collecting dust to the SSS building. It'd be a waste not to put it to good use. Our only problem now is that the team is too large to easily maneuver about the city. I agree, we should decide which members will head into the city to retrieve the car. The others will remain here on standby. Got it. Oh, it was Dudley's. That was the last combo craft. Nice. I mean, I'll bring Dudley. Oh, I can only switch out those. Okay, that's lame. I'm keeping these two. They're in my active party. Sorry, Dudley. He's good. He's a good character, but sorry. Oh my god, I finally have control. Separate save. Look at the record. Forge a strong bond with Wazzy. Okay. I can't do T and Ellie, but I can do Randy, Noelle, and Risha. Dudley's got his own separate thing. Maybe there's a thing later where I can talk to him. Okay, so I need to do... Fran last. Let's do Risha next. I was gonna do her first. Okay. I don't... Maybe I can just, like, close the game. I'll try it after this. I don't have to do the fight over and over. The moon is beautiful tonight, isn't it? Lloyd. Feels like we have a habit of meeting up on moonlit nights like these. It's strangely fitting considering your role as the Moon Princess. Perhaps you're right. The moon exists in both the shadow and the light. In some ways, the same could be said of myself. Yet, I've led my life under cover of dark, far from any place the sun could reach. But that changed when you came to Crossbell. You've stepped out of the shadows and into the light. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, I have no intention of denying that any longer. But still, the past that shaped my present, the darkness on the far side of the surface, runs deeper than you can even imagine. I refer, of course, to the legacy of Yin, the hidden, lightless path my father passed down to me. You've alluded to that before. It's all right. Would you mind telling me the full story this time? I want to know who you were before you came to Crossbell. I want to know the Risha Mao that I have yet to meet. All right. It's funny, Lloyd. I've always had a feeling that I would end up telling you about all of this. My earliest memories of life were of my father and me. I have no recollection of my mother. I believe he kept me from her at a young age so that I could be reared as an heir to the legacy of Yin. That may sound absurd, but to me it was perfectly normal. Intense training, hidden weaponry, and talisman mastery were just a part of my daily life growing up. I did attend Sunday school as we traveled from place to place. Doing so allowed me to develop the skills to interact with others. In contrast, life with Father was neither strict nor kind, neither cold nor loving. He was there to teach. My responsibility was to learn. After all, inheriting the title of Yin was an all-encompassing duty. There was simply too much to pass down to do anything but. The lives, skills, and wisdom of generations upon generations of Yin. How to prepare for any conceivable situation, and kill any conceivable target. For Yin's storied history to continue, for the legend to live on, the successor must inherit everything from their predecessor. And so I did just that. I became exactly the kind of person Yin is, was, and ever would be. Essentially, anyway, succession cannot occur while the previous Yin is still alive. There can only ever be one Yin. That fact will never change. In the meantime, I would spend many quiet days waiting for Father to return home from his duties. Every time he did, he would outline his missions in fine detail to further prepare me for when I would take his place as Yin. In the public eye, I would assume the persona of a normal girl. Behind it, carrying the legacy was my entire world. That is until Father was diagnosed with a terminal illness. That world was shattered. Father's strength was incredible, even compared to the generations of Yin before him. Disease, however, was a foe even he could not defeat. He chose to accept it, even opting against a surgery that would have prolonged his life. And then one day he called me to his side and ordered me to kill him, thereby officially inheriting the role of Yin. But I couldn't. Never once had I disobeyed Father, but That was an order I could not abide by. The first time in my life, I was afraid. I couldn't help but wonder if I, the yin he had raised and molded, had become a failure in his eyes. After all, what kind of daughter deprives her father of his dying wish? I was in sheer agony at the thought, but with a weak smile, father turned to me and said, "This is who you are. It is up to you to decide the yin you will be." 1 month later, he was gone. And with that, I was yin. I inherited father's connections and resources, and used Negong and a black shawl to conceal my figure. My skills were still no match for his, but I was able to resume his work without delay. It's up to you to decide the yin you will be. Couldn't parse what he truly meant by that. Instead, I put my head down and continued forward, letting things come as they may. 2 years later, I accepted a long-term contract with Heiwei. I was to aid them in their power struggle with a local mafia at a key center of commerce near Calvard's western border, Crossbell City. Upon arrival, I began to scout out the city to prepare for my duties, and I stumbled upon a certain theater in the entertainment district. By pure coincidence, there was a rehearsal being held for the public that day. The rest, as you know, was history. No kidding. That was the day you fell into Ilya's clutches. Back then, I tried to come up with any excuse I could to refuse her offer to join the troupe. But as you can imagine, Ilya just wouldn't take no for an answer. So I eventually surrendered, becoming the newest member of Arc-en-Ciel. I was both physically fit and experienced in concealing my identity, so I convinced myself it would be a smart cover while in Crossbell. The training was much more strenuous than I envisioned, though, and rather difficult to play the roles of both Yin and Rixia. Thank you, Rixia. I'm happy you could tell me this. Not at all. I don't think it's a particularly interesting story, so I hope it wasn't too dull for you. When all is said and done, though, this is the path I've inherited from my father and our ancestors before him. Even with the light of Arc-en-Ciel in my life. The path of Yin is one I can never truly stray from. Not entirely. I see. It is up to you to decide the Yin you will be. And Yin inherits everything, right? Then, now that you've found Arc-en-Ciel and accepted it as a light in your life, wouldn't that mean Yin has to do the same? Well, all things change with time. Everything about life and the way we live it evolves. Not because it can, but because it has to. It's by passing those changes down that mankind has been able to move forward through history. I wonder if your father was thinking the same thing when he said those words to you. It is true that as a member of the police force, I can't condone anything that could be considered criminal. But I still think you should heed those words and strive to be your own Yin, when you want to be. On the other hand, you could always choose to sever your ties to Yin for good. But even if you decided to step off the path entirely, I don't think your father would mind. I think he would give you that same smile and those same words, "This is who you are." Oh. You had a good father, Rixia. It may not have been in the same way as most other families, but he truly did love you. At least, that's what I believe. Father? Oh, we're making her cry. Why? On the day he died, I didn't shed a single tear. You've grown, Rixia, ever since the moment you joined Ilya and the others. I don't know what path you're going to take or where it might lead you, but if you'll let me, I'd like to be there for you at each and every step, the way your father would have done. I want to be there to see the person you become now that you've found your light. Lloyd. I don't like the way Lloyd worded it. It's like he's like going out of his way to give her father issue. Be like, I can be your surrogate father. But like in a boyfriend sense, and it's like, oh, that's weird. That's weird when you like try to make that happen. Okay. I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna. Jeez. I believe I can just close the game. All this dialogue is making my voice start to crack. I should be able to close the game, reopen it, and when I load, I still have the achievement. I mean, I have it in Steam. But I don't have it in here. Hold on, how far do I... Because I have it with Wazzy. How far in the game do I have to go before it, like, records it? Let me see. My achievements. Yeah, I got it in Steam. Do I have to do the fight? Okay, hold on. I mean, the fight takes, like... It doesn't take... It's such an easy fight. Is there like a... Yeah, I can't skip, but I can, like, super turbo. Thank God for Super Turbo. Oh, that's a shame. That's a double shame. Oh, I missed the crit. I'm just gonna do Death Spiral. It's not gonna hit them all. Oh, it's gonna hit them all now. That does the same. That did the same as his S-Craft. As long as it, oh, I get they can't faint TO. Got the Grail Locket, so. Oh, I totally forgot to look at the master art. I have a master art now. And part of me wants to change. Because, like, always be leveling. Rune of Providence, party artifact, grants complete immunity. Oh man, that would have been handy earlier. For 20% of art's damage dealt as HP. Yeah, because this is maxed, so like... I mean, he would lose... I mostly just use TLoH in terms of water spells. If I did switch, like if I switched to like Mobius, because I do want to keep the space for guess I don't have to. I was gonna say for Fortuna. I mean, it's nice to have more than one person with Fortuna, but like I don't need Fortuna per se. Man, the stats on Mobius they're kind of ass. I guess overall it's a little bit higher and everything but HP. I should probably just keep it though. It's not like I'm gonna get this to level 5. Like I took an entire playthrough to get 6,900 Quartz XP. I'll probably just leave it. But yeah, record. Okay, it's there now. Maybe I have to make a save. And that's what keeps it. Because it keeps it like keep the record is across all saves. Okay, Fran is last, so... Who am I missing other than Randy? Is it just the 4 of them? I think it is, actually. It is. Because these people are not on the ship. Okay. Hey, you came. Randy. I know I'm the one who asked you here, but seriously, you're gonna waste this moonlight night on another dude? Don't you got some pillow talk to be doing with a lady friend or something? That is absolutely none of your business. Besides, I don't have time to think about that right before the operation. Come on, you dumbass. This is the perfect chance to make your move. Imagine it. Oh, Lloyd, I'm ever so worried about tomorrow. It's gonna be alright, baby. I'm here. Then boom, hug kiss, and you're in the door. If you know what I mean. Bit of a leap from step 2 to 3, isn't it? Randy, I'm starting to get the sense that you're not nearly as good at this as you say you are. Oh, that's what you think, huh? So, you finished gearing yourself up for tomorrow? Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I was entirely psyched up for it, though. But when I think about Second Lieutenant Muriel and the others, I realize I'm in no position to be complaining. Yeah, I guess not. Red Constellation's probably more than ready to push back the Resistance, and Hayway on top of that. But I doubt it's going to be enough to drag Uncle Sigmund and Shirley out at least. Still, if Gareth shows up again, the Resistance is going to be hard-pressed to make it past him. True enough. Red Constellation is even more fearsome than I've heard. Everything people say about them being the strongest corps in Western Zemuria is no exaggeration. Our place in history goes back some time, as it turns out. All the way to the Dark Ages, even. The Orlando Berserkers. They were known far and wide as a tribe of warriors, mightier than any other. Their techniques blaze the trail in the outer combat. Their special training methods hone their bodies themselves into weapons. Since then, they've taken up the name of the Red Scorpion on their family crest and become the Jaeger Corps you know today. Well, that's how it started. Hey, by any chance, were they the inspiration behind that full contact foot race you arranged in the downtown district? Finally put 2 and 2 together? Yep, that's an exercise typically used for the Red Constellation's combat training, with a few tweaks here and there. Normally, it'd be identical to live combat. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary for some poor sap to die 10 steps out of the gate. Back when I was a kid, they'd make me run them day in and day out, to the point where I'd start coughing up blood. That's horrible. Yes, and the one who trained you was your father, right? The war god? Yeah, Baldur Orlando. That old man was strict and merciless. May as well have been a lion made of steel. 3 years ago, I got a mission straight from the War God himself. I had to go up against 2 squadrons from the Jaeger Corps, Zephyr, a longtime rival of ours. My unit and I were ordered to wipe them out. The enemy had twice the firepower we did. There was no way in hell we could take him head on. It would have been suicide. Making use of the terrain to employ guerrilla tactics was about the only advantage we could muster. Then I had an idea. One that involved a little village nearby that I'd always visit to restock on supplies. I lured one of the squadrons straight into it as a diversion for a surprise attack. Then we set off a landslide to divide their ranks before picking off a good chunk of them on the spot. After that, we blew up a barn on the outskirts, sending our enemies into a panic. It was easy to work out their escape route from there, so I had us cut them off and finish the job. All guns blazing. The plan was to avoid sacrificing any villagers in our scrum. Sometimes shit just doesn't go the way you plan on the battlefield. The point where we opened fire was 50 arch closer to the village than we anticipated. One building, the general store, got caught in the crossfire. The guy who ran it, he was probably the first and only friend I'd made outside of the Corps. Sometimes, when I wasn't out on a mission, I'd go to the bar with him to screw around and pick up chicks. He told me he dreamed of ditching the village to open his own bar. His dream, his entire life, took it all away from him. All of it. Whoa, you really cleaned up here, Dolphy. Huh, you pass, Randolph. Congratulations, you're now the next in line to bear the title of War God. Keep up the good work, and you're bound to follow in your father's footsteps. Not exactly the most heartwarming story, huh? Don't get me wrong, it's not that I wanted to ditch the Corps because of my buddy's death. Not like I was sick of being a Jaeger either. It's just, I didn't stop wondering. I mean, the guy with his modest dream of wanting to open up a bar. My duty of becoming the next War God, fighting on the battlefield until the day I die. Which of our lives truly had meaning? This is the fate that's been weighing on my shoulders since the day I was born. What I get for refusing to give in to the bloodthirsty warrior inside, unlike all the Orlandos who came before me. Does that mean you're trying to break free of that fate, Randy? Is that the closure you want to find by defeating your uncle? Guess so. Now that my old man's dead, there's no other way to cut myself loose for good. If I could take down that monster with the strength I have now, as the person I've become, I bet I'd feel like I finally settled the score from 3 years ago. This time I'm gonna buckle down and swim against the flow instead of with it. So you are. You'd better believe that I'm gonna lend you a hand then. After all, what else are partners for? Huh, damn straight. Would have liked to just handle him on my own, but the guy's a total beast. You sure you're up for that? Of course. Thanks for trusting me with this, Randy. I'm lucky to call myself your partner. Huh, how many times do I have to tell you to stop whispering your sweet nothings at me? Huh? Is that liquor? Rum. It's the good stuff. Same bottle my pal and I were stashing away at that village's bar. Oh. I stored it with my rifle, but I couldn't bring myself to take another sip. Now, though, I feel like I can finally down the rest of it. You want to join me for a shot? Wouldn't hurt to toast to Lady Luck for tomorrow. Yeah, I'd love to. What do you know? There's just enough left for 2. Don't force yourself, it goes down pretty strong. Please, I'm already an adult, I'll be fine. Cheers, Randy. Yeah. It really packs a punch. Don't say I didn't warn you. Savor it, kiddo, that's what being a grown-up tastes like. Ugh, I'll have you know you're not the only mature one here. That's also like an older, I think that's an older way of thinking. think adults these days don't have that thought. I mean, some people do. So I get the feeling. There's a few people I know that like they've gone the whole I would say previous generation route in terms of drinking, where they have a liquor cabinet and they have all these different liquors and like they try all these things and they'll have all these sophisticated cocktails and stuff all the time. And part of me wonders if they just did it because they're like, I'm an adult now, this is what adults do. Or whether they actually, like it. Because I'm someone who's like, I'll drink. Right? But like, I've never like gotten into like liquor in like a hobby sense, I suppose. Where you're like, oh, this is the good stuff. I don't keep a liquor cabinet. Like, I don't do anything like that. Like, I drink cheap stuff that I like the taste of once in a while. And I don't even like drink to get drunk anymore. Like, I have 2 beers and I feel groggy. I just get sleepy and I'm like, which is great if I like would rather just have a beer or two than like take some melatonin and fall asleep. Anyways, I'll have you know you're not the only mature one here. Hey, Brandy, what's up? Let's go to Garante once this is all over. We can pick up a new bottle to store for the both of us. I'd prefer something a little on the lighter side, though. Can't imagine why. But yeah, let's do it. And it's also like a thing, like you hear statistics of younger people are drinking less in general. Not that they have less, less vices or less destructive behaviors. Like I think a lot of them are like they're vaping instead or something like that. Or like now that weed is legal across, most of North America, some people just stick with weed. Really? Oh, that's decent. Are they low enough I can just ask crafts? Fucked. Excellent. Alright, one more time. Oh, if I had managed to get Tio and Ellie too, it would be 3 more times. Then I'll have Bravehearts 2 as my actual one. I imagine you have to do actual playthroughs saved and then carrying over in order to get all the upgraded combo crafts with Lloyd. It's a lot of playthroughs you gotta do. Sure, I'd love to. Way to go, Noe. I have a feeling this is going to be the most romantic one. I assume Allie's would be fairly romantic as well. It's still going to be... It's clear this is, like, backstory. Your extra bonding event is backstory for these characters. Stars are in front of the moon. Because it's a projection and not real. What should I do? What am I even doing right now? But still, if I let this opportunity pass me by, Oh, you're already here, Noelle. Lloyd, thanks for coming. Don't mention it. So I take it you finished going over the plan with Commander Bales? Oh, yeah, I did. She promised to keep the Bellegarde and Tangram forces on standby until noon at least. So we should have enough time. That's as much as she can allow before they have to start mobilizing, though. That's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Every last second counts. I guess it just makes our part in all this the more vital. There's no room for error. Right. Don't worry, I'm sure the soldiers in the city will be too focused on defending the perimeter. We're likely to be able to avoid fighting the defense force altogether. It's not that. I'm already prepared to stand against them if we have to. I was just thinking about how pathetic I am. What? Deep down, I knew declaring independence wasn't the right thing to do. I knew that the defense force was a mistake. But I was weak. I was too much of a coward to join Muriel's resistance. I just went with the flow and got swept away. It made me realize how sheltered I've been, how naive I was. I've been living in the CGF's bubble, blind to the world around me. The commander granted me an opportunity when she approved my temporary transfer. What have I even done with it? Everyone has these doubts, Noelle. So do I. If it weren't for Kia and the others, I would have done exactly what you did. I'm not as bold and heroic as you might think. I'm not at heart anyway. I'm not so sure about that. I honestly think you are. I mean, it takes a certain amount of boldness to declare that I'm all yours. Huh? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the most important part of broadening your horizons is taking a chance. That's exactly what you did when you agreed to join the SSS, and when you came back to us. Maybe it's not my place to say whether or not you made the right decision. But I couldn't be happier that you're here, Noelle. There's no other way I'd rather have it. Lloyd. Hold of yourself, Noelle Seeker. You've got this. It's no different than a training drill. Assess the situation, keep your eyes on the target. Oh, I almost forgot why we're out here. You said you wanted to ask me for something? What was it? Oh, right, that, before I get to it, sorry if this is a little too personal a question, but I was wondering, Lloyd, are you dating anyone right now? Dating? Don't worry, I didn't mean anything by it. I just... Fran and I were curious, is all. Girl talk, you know? Oh, okay. I guess even you get invested in gossip like that sometimes, huh? Well, it's not by choice or anything, but I'm not seeing anyone, no. Kinda embarrassing, huh? There's so many eligible girls in Crossbell, and yet... Is that so? Is he really this dense? If that's the case, then... Could I ask you to hold on to this for me? Huh? But... Isn't this your Crossbell Guardian Force dog tag? It is. I figured I wouldn't need it anymore now that the defense force has been established. But I just couldn't throw it away. I've been holding on to it this whole time. Can't blame you. But why me? Well, I'm going to be risking a lot tomorrow. That much is a fact. If something were to happen to me... No, never mind that. I want you to keep it for good luck. It would mean a lot to me. Well, I understand. I'd be more than happy to hang on to it for you. Thank you so much, Lloyd. It's nothing to thank me for, really. But there's something I want to ask of you two. Don't forget that you're not going in alone, Noelle. We're a team. Please, don't think for even a second about sacrificing yourself to save the rest of us. What makes you think? Call it a detective's intuition. I know it's still weighing on your mind that day you were forced to arrest us, but what's past is past. In the end, you're one of us, and I want you there with us tomorrow. Wade. Roger, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Still, I'm surprised you'd ask me to keep your dog tag. Feels more like the sort of thing you'd ask a boyfriend to do. Oh my god. He's so dumb. God, what a lovable idiot. Wait. Noelle? Oh. Was giving this to me your way of saying that you... wow. Well, I don't know if this will be a satisfactory answer, but... Noelle, could I ask you to hold onto this for me in return? Uh-huh? Your tag from the Crossbow Police Department. It's my only one, so I really shouldn't be giving it away as an officer on active duty, but until we've resolved this crisis, I want you to keep it, Noelle. And once this is all said and done, I'll give you a more proper answer. Wow, what a way to, like, not commit. It would be my honor. They always... These... Oh, God. I think this is just a thing with this series, where, like, even if it's, like, this is going to be a more romantic bonding event, they still keep it light. They keep it light and ambiguous. They never commit to anything. Maybe they're afraid of, like, I don't know what they're afraid of. Like, it just never, like, fully be like, yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's be a couple. Like, it's a shame when I'm holding the button down for, like, the bottom left turbo. It restarts on a new cutscene, but it doesn't register with the dialogue, and so I have to repress it, which, like, slows it down. We're speeding up again. Kind of annoying. We'll just use Noelle's before they faint her. I might be able to just do Wazzies, because it's a crit. Aw, dang. Whatever, this works. As long as I get through, I'm probably gonna regain all the CP from... Probably gonna get, like, a rest thing from whatever's happening next anyway, so... Doesn't matter if I use it all. Wonder how strong Burning Hearts 2 is now. Okay. Done. I get the feeling all the girls get hearts and then the guys get a different symbol. For whatever reason. Like, I get Dudley. Dudley won't get a heart, but I bet this one will, because it's all girls in this one. Do I have to talk to all 5 to get this achievement? It is worth 200. Anyways, I'm going to take a quick break and let my voice rest, first of all. I'll be right back.